Chapter 1, You Lately. It's just a song about being honest, a song about being vulnerable and kind of sharing your scars a little bit and not being afraid to tell people, that on my walk with the Lord, I write songs to Jesus, I write songs for Jesus, I write songs for the church, and I love him and pray. But just like any kid, I kind of can get upset with their parents from time to time. And I think it's okay to say those things. I think it's okay to be honest and create a discussion and be vulnerable and say things that you're struggling with and say ways that you're having a hard time processing something in your walk with the Lord, because if you don't, then it can just grow and it can turn into something that it's not supposed to be. Because the point of that song isn't, the rage bait of the very first line being, God, I've been angry at you lately. By the end of the song, the evolution of it is, yeah, I've been angry at you lately, but I'm still counting on you lately. And I still know that you're the only way through the pain and the hurt that I feel. So the idea of the song is to create an open space and a dialogue, to be honest about our feelings and our emotions, but also ultimately know that it doesn't change anything for the Lord. He's not intimidated by our emotions. He's not intimidated by our temper tantrums. He's not intimidated by our platforms and the things that we do. He's not intimidated by any of that. At the end of the day, I think God truly desires relationship with us. And a part of relationship is honesty. It's probably the biggest piece. But for some reason, a lot of times in the Christian culture, communication and honesty to each other and to the Lord is like not happening. Even in my prayers, sometimes I remember praying and I would have the most perfectly thought out, specific, exactly what I thought God wanted to hear prayers. And even in my corporate times when I would be praying with multiple people, I felt like I had to be polished and say these things exactly right. And if I didn't, that I would be exposed as somebody who didn't really believe or who didn't have a great relationship with the Lord. But I think it's entirely the opposite, that the conversations and the prayers that we have for the Lord, whether it's personal or corporate, they should be honest and open and vulnerable and true, and you're not worrying about the other people that are there. You're bringing the presence of the Lord into the situation, and you're inviting him into the thing that we're all praying for and that we're all gathering and believing for. But it doesn't have to be this super well rehearsed prayer every single time. And I don't know how we got so performative. And so You Lately was the antithesis of performative. It was, let's talk about honest things and true things, and let's say things that other people don't want to say. Let's say something that is so real and honest, and I know everybody can relate to, but they don't want to say it out loud. Because I know God's not intimidated by my line. God, I've been angry at you lately. I don't think it just is a rage bait, catch your attention thing that he feels off. I think thank you for telling me. Let's talk about it. Come closer to me. Let me give you revelation in this. And so that was really the point of that song. I mean, I wanted my kids to have this reminder that, just like me, I want them to always be honest. I tell my son, my 5-year-old, I say, you can tell me anything. You can tell me anything, and I promise you I will not be mad at you if you just tell me the truth. I don't know why it would be any different with God.